Chapter 1. It's a Sword. Where am I? I woke, and the first thing that came to my eyes was a beautiful sight. The gloomy sky stretched as far as the horizon. Light shines through the deep water like a halo. The sun is about to rise. The view of the sunrise peeking over the top of a high mountain glittered like a rainbow, and I was thoroughly impressed. The moon is setting on the other side of the horizon, a huge silver disk that I didn't see. Its top is disappearing on the other side of the horizon right now. It's an overwhelming scene. I have lived for 30 years and I have never seen such a beautiful scene. It's strange that I don't cry. No, wait. I lived for 30 years. Am I still alive? I mean, am I dead? The scene I last saw was a bright red, rather distasteful looking convertible bearing down the road. At me. The man in the driver's seat had a smartphone in one hand, preoccupied about the day after tomorrow, and laughing like a horse. Yes, even while driving, he laughed happily. I'm not having fun at all, this bastard. And so I remembered so much my heart cried, I should be dead. No, I am dead. What is that thing? So, are you finally awake? Whoa, who is it? Suddenly, a voice resounded. The figure can't be seen in the surrounding area. No, the voice sounds like an echo in my head. It's going to be hard, so hang in there. Eh? Well, see you, The voice trailed, and I couldn't hear the man's voice anymore. Hello? I called out, but there wasn't any answer. Just what was that? Auditory hallucination? But I heard it clearly. In order to look at my surrounding area, I tried to move. My body doesn't move. Oof. But why? Or, rather, what was I? I thought I was tied up, but it doesn't seem that simple. My body feels strange. Firstly, I don't have any feelings in my hands and feet. No, in the first place, everything beside them feels strange. No eyelids? Eyes? If I can't feel my eyes, how can I see? I looked down at my body. I was a little uneasy, but I could move my gaze. It's a sword. In my line of sight, lodged inside a pedestal, was a sword. For some reason, my body is a sword, and I understand it is natural. The situation is beyond my scope of understanding. But even so, if a sword equals me, then without a doubt, I understood it. Eyes-ish thing is in this sword's foundation. I died, and reincarnated as a sword. What second-rate light novel is this? I want to think that this is a dream, but I can't pinch my cheeks with this body. For the time being, a sense of skin? There's something like that. My body is a blade that pierces the pedestal beneath it. Is something I understood. It was different from the feeling of touching skin, but there was some feeling of touch. Another world? That much is certain. Anyways, the sun and the moon are out at the same time. It isn't the huge silver moon that set a moment ago, it's a smaller moon. Besides that, there are 6 more moons that sparkle in the sky. Red, blue, green, purple, yellow and pink. Usually, when it's a light novel of a different world reincarnation thing, there's usually a cheat ability. Would I, who reincarnated as a sword, be able to handle a skill in the first place? The classic reincarnation cheat is appraisal, but, ooh, seriously? Somehow there seems to be a convenient development in our circumstances. I was able to safely confirm my status. Name, unknown. Registered wielder, unknown. Race, intelligent weapon. Attack, 132. Mana, 200. Durability, 100. I have various skills: appraisal, self-repair, self-evolution, self-modification, telekinesis, telepathy, wielder status small bonus, wielder recovery small bonus, skill sharing, magician. Am I actually really amazing? At the least, I'm not an ordinary weapon. I might even be classified as a rare or unique weapon. However, why is my name unknown? Is appraisal too low leveled, or do I not have one originally? Well, I don't understand it too well, but it's fine for now. Next is to check my appearance. My blade is a mysterious white metal that shines. with a blue line, and even at first glance it's very beautiful. The muted hues of the elegant golden guard has a carving of a brave wolf on it and a red oriental ribbon. On the handle, in red and white braid, a lattice pattern has been woven. That's just self-praise, but no matter how you look at it, it's not an ordinary mass-produced item. I think the sword is of considerable value, but I don't know how strong an attack power 132 is. The possibility that the sword is just some very expensive ornament isn't zero. However, because of the skills, I don't think that's a possibility. If I was just some rich sword, I would plunge myself into a hearth and probably die. However, this is a gorgeous sword. If this was an RPG, it would be the equivalent of an appearance of a mysterious figure. But it's only a sword. I sighed in my mind. It's not that I was good looking when I was alive. That being said, I wasn't ugly enough to stand out. I was a minor character that was everywhere, so I didn't have any lingering attraction to my body when I was alive. Rather, even after reincarnating, I didn't have any complaints. Instead, it was my wish to change. That said, I wouldn't be a sword. Now I can't eat food or play games either. I can't even get rid of my virginity. So that's how it is. If it's me, the fact that I'm a sage is decided. Another life where I must live carrying this burden. I despair. If I had arms and legs, I would be throwing myself down to the ground in sadness. I mean, the magician's skills is that sort of a thing? Which reminds me, only that skill is a different colour than the others. But it feels different. Stop playing with me. It isn't funny. I don't even know how long I was feeling depressed for. Was it 5 minutes or an hour? During the time I was stunned, it seems it became something silly. Now, because I'm a sword, do I need to worry about such a thing? Anyhow, I'm a sword. Besides, if I didn't reincarnate, I would have died on the spot. When thinking about it carefully, I might actually be quite lucky. Even though I died, I'm still able to be conscious in this way. That sounds right to me. Not everyone has the experience of becoming a sword. If I don't have fun, isn't that a failure? If that's what I believe, I think I've made a breakthrough. Isn't that escapism at its best? An unexpected second life. Well, a sword life. I might as well aim for the pinnacle of the sword life. It might be better this way. What's the top mean as a sword? Well, having someone use me is the most important, without a question. For example, a hero? But the sword of a hero goes through many hardships. I would fight against the demon lord. Depending on the situation, I might get broken. That means, in the end, I would need the teacher of a legendary blacksmith to repair me. Also, the hero might be a fool spouting about justice with hot defined muscles. Probably a handsome guy. The exact opposite of me. To be honest, I don't think we would get along very well. I might as well be used by a woman. It's best if she's pretty and not clumsy. That's several levels better than a musclehead hero. After that, her skill with sword, a brilliant swordswoman using me to mow down enemies, and becoming a hero. And that beloved sword is recorded inside textbooks several hundred years later. Well, the dream is easy if I'm saying it. Do I need to make a major compromise? For now, let's leave this plan. I can't hear the man's voice at all, so I guess I'll take my leave.